Yep, it's the end of the year, and I am tagging along with everybody else's videos, and I'm gonna do my own top whiskey / bourbons that I have for 2021. Let's go. Hey, what's up guys? I am Carlos, and you are joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. Yep, I truly appreciate you guys stopping by. Sorry if you hear some kids in the background, as my kids are home from school. Yeah, you gotta love the vacation break. So you might hear them in the background, although we have a 2-floor house. Yeah, this microphone picks up everything. Anyways, I truly appreciate you guys stopping by. This is my list of top whiskeys that I have for 2021. Now I broke this down into a few different categories, right? I think there's a few whiskeys that deserve its own categories. You know, if you just do one list and compiled my top whiskeys of 2021, you know, some of them do miss out on actually getting some shine, right? So I did create a few categories, and we're gonna split this up into 2 videos, maybe 3, but as of right now, I'm thinking 2. So we're gonna talk about different categories in the second video, including the top whiskey of 2021. We are not gonna talk about that today, but what we will be going over today are a few other categories. And I'll be talking about each category. Now, there's 3 different criterias that we have for this list, or for a whiskey to make this list. One is that it has to be from this year, either bottled on this year, came out this year, not distilled, but definitely bottled and sold now in 2021. There's been a lot of whiskeys that I've recently been able to purchase, or sometime this year I've been able to purchase, but I know they're not exactly from this year. They're from 2019, 2017, yada, yada, yada. So those won't make the list. Another criteria that we have is that I actually have to have the bottle. There's been a lot of good bourbons and whiskeys that I just don't have a bottle for, but I've tasted them somewhere. But if I don't have the bottle, if I haven't bought it, then it's not gonna make the list. Last criteria is that I have to have actually opened it and tasted it. Recently, there's been a bunch of whiskeys that I've been able to find. I've gone on a crazy whiskey shopping spree, and unfortunately, there's some that I have not opened yet. And I would have loved it to be in some of these categories, but I haven't gotten to it. So yeah, we have that. So those bottles will not make the list. Now that we have the criteria out of the way, let's get into the first category. So the first category we are going to talk about is Texas / other state whiskeys. Now, what do I mean? So at the beginning, I started with a Texas category, right? And then I decided, well, there's so many other states out there, or places, not just states, but places that you don't expect whiskey to be from, that I wanted to put on this category, just, you know, to give them its own category. We have your Chattanooga, although that's from Tennessee, but it's not from a common place in Tennessee, right? We have your Woodinville, you have your Wyoming whiskey, and some other ones out there, a lot of the Texas ones that should be in this category. So I'm gonna pair them up together, and I have. Now, I've had a bunch of these type of whiskeys, right? More primarily the Texas whiskeys, but there was one that stood out the most. And you guys will probably think that I'm gonna go for Iron Root Harbinger, but no. It did make the list, but it did not win. And that is what I am drinking today. Before I show you, cheers. That is a great whiskey, or Texas whiskey. So for this category, the one that won was BALCONES. Yeah, I was surprised. You know, I put them up in the blind, a few of the different ones that I liked, and that's the one that I went to the most, that I liked the most. Now, this particular one is a store pick. This is from Primo Liquors, a local liquor store here in my area. But I've seen True Blue, and by the way, this is True Blue cask strength. But I've seen this at Total Wine, at ABC's. I've seen it at different liquor stores. So whether it's the barrel pick from a local store or just the cask strength that you find, it is a single barrel, but this is amazing. And this won my category for top Texas / other state whiskeys. So I wanted to then go to my list of favorite top 21 finished whiskeys. Now, finished whiskeys, a lot of them came out this year. There has definitely been a lot of older names like the Midwinter's Night Dram and a few other ones, but there was one that stood out to me the most, and the one that I put in this category, and that is Blackened Willet. If you have not had this is amazing. I have 2 bottles of this, and I haven't gotten too much into it, but every freaking pour that I've had of this has been amazing, right? And I put it against some other ones that I also put into this category. And in this category, we have your sherry, your other types of finishing, whatever finishing that there is. A lot of the Bardstown ones that I have here made it on this category. But that one is just amazing. I can't say anything else about it. So that is my pick for top finished whiskey of 2021. All right, we are going to 2, or actually 3 other categories. Let's go quickly to my top surprise category of 2021. Now, 2 made this list for sure. And I hate to say that, well, 3 stood out the most in this list, right? And I hate to say that one of them, I'm not too sure if it came out in 2021. I believe so, because I haven't seen them until then, but I'll mention it anyway. So the top 3 are George Remus. This was a very big surprise. I mean, for 40 bucks, thing is amazing. Obviously, we all know MGP is good. The Remus Repeal 5 is amazing, but I wasn't expecting that to be that good, and it actually is. So that is one of them. That's an honorable mention. We also have a Chattanooga whiskey, and this is a single barrel, again, a barrel pick. This particular one is 120.6 proof, and it's a wheated mash bill. So this was amazing. I didn't think that I was gonna like this so much. I have the tawny port, but I've tasted the 91 and the 111, and you know, I was on the fence about it, but this, like, I literally got this bottle like 3 weeks ago, and it's already almost a third of the way gone. That's how much I like it, right? But the one that won this category for me, and one that I did not expect to like that much, Wyoming Whiskey Outrider. Now, this has made it in a few of my different videos, right? And I haven't gone through it too much just because I did recently purchase it, like maybe 2 weeks ago, but this is amazing, guys. And I really did not expect to like it this much. So this is Wyoming Whiskey Outrider. Definitely check it out. I think it's like a blue rye type of mix. It's bottled in bond, but this stuff is amazing. It's a little pricier. It's like 80, 90 bucks, but it's definitely worth the money. All right, so now we're gonna get into my top rye whiskey. This is the only category where maybe the first criteria isn't going to hang, because the only 2 from this list that could have made it on was Midwinter's Night Dram and Blackened Willet, because I know for sure that they came out this year. some other ones that made the list, but I don't know if they actually came out this year, I still put on the list, right? Unfortunately, there's been some also that I've bought that I haven't opened yet, so I haven't been able to put on this list. But from the ones that I do have on this list, we have WILLETT Rye, we have Elijah Craig, we have Peerless, we have Knob Creek, Cask Strength, Midwinter's Night Dram, Blackened WILLETT. These are all rye whiskey. Some of them are finished, obviously, but overall they're rye whiskeys. Now, my top rye whiskey that I always go for, and again, I don't know if it actually came out this year, so that's the only criteria that this does not meet, but I don't care. This category is still gonna go on, and that is WILLETT 4-Year Rye. I love this, guys. I cannot say this enough. I bought an extra bottle of this. Well, this is my second bottle that I've bought, and then I have a third bottle as a replacement for this. But this is just amazing. So if you have not had that, definitely go out and purchase that. I put that category in there at the last minute because it didn't meet that first criteria, but you know, I just decided to throw it in there. All right, now we're gonna get to the last category. The this is your top disappointment for 2021. Now, when I say top disappointment, I have to say that it's something that I expected a little bit more from, or I expected to at least like it a little bit, and I did not. 3 made this list, and out of those 3, I did pick one primarily. First, we have Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. I don't like it at all. I was disappointed because everybody talks great things about this, but I don't like it. Disappointment. Another disappointment, and it's a disappointment because I like Twin Oak or Double Oaked, and I'm okay about this actual company, right? They're all right, but I just really didn't like it too much. I've only had 2 or 3 pours of this, but still. Jefferson's Reserve Twin Oak. Yeah, it says very rare Twin Oak custom barrel. Yeah. I thought I was definitely gonna like it, but yeah, maybe I need a little bit more time. Now, the one that disappointed me the most, Basil Hayden Toasted. Or toast. Yeah. I like my toast bars. I like my double oaked. I like toasted things. I do. I thought I was gonna like that a little bit more. You know, the regular Basil Hayden is all right. If you like an easy sipper that is kind of bland, that's fine. I was expecting this to have a lot more honey, a lot more pizzazz, a lot more complex taste. My expectations were shot. So that is what it is. But those are my top whiskeys of these categories for this year. Let's kind of go back a little bit. Top disappointment is Basil Hayden Toast. Top rye is WILLETT 4-Year Green Top. Top surprise is, actually, I didn't talk about one of the surprises, right? And this did make the list, actually. George Dickel 8-Year Bourbon. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, right? So I just wanted to call that out. I didn't talk about that because I do primarily like a lot of the Dickel offerings, but that one truly surprised me in how much I like it. Anyways, but the one that won that category was Wyoming Whiskey Outrider. Top finished whiskey, blackened Willet. And then top Texas / other state whiskeys, BALCONES True Blue cask strength. So let me know what you guys think about this list. Let me know what were your favorites out of these categories that I named. Stay tuned for the next video because we're gonna go over my top whiskeys for 2021 and also top single barrel for 2021. And I might throw another category in there. But definitely stay tuned because that should be coming out either tomorrow or the next day, definitely before the 31st. Stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please like, comment, click that bell icon, and you can get a notification of when that video is coming out and future videos. And that would be truly appreciated. Well, this video is long enough. I appreciate you guys. I will enjoy this True Blue BALCONES cask strength, and I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.